Okay, Bamper is going to read Where the Wild Things Are. Your mom Susan, grandmother Susan, and I've read this many, many times to your parents, okay? So this should be a lot of fun. It's a terrific story by Maurice Sendak, and it looks to me like everything's backwards, okay, when I'm doing this. So let's just go ahead and start, okay? Taro already knows this author, Maurice Sendak, because he did Mickey in the Night Kitchen. So look at these monsters. These are the wild things. Look how wild they are. They have teeth and horns and terrible claws and big buggy eyes, okay? All right. So here's Max. He's the hero of the story, okay? He fights off the monsters, okay? So here we are. The night Max wore his wolf suit. Does he look like a wolf? Arr. And he made mischief of one kind. He's a mischievous young boy, okay? Just like Taro, okay? Yeah. Turn the page. One kind, mischief, and another. Look, he's chasing the dog down the steps. Oh, how mean, okay? Poor Lhasa, right? Poor Benz. His mother called him Wild Thing. And Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Look at that. He was a bad wolf boy, okay? Bad boy. Not good. He yelled at his mother. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. Look at that. Look at the trees growing. Look at the moon outside. And grew. Look how big it is now. His bed's all covered with trees. Look at his smile. He's very happy about this. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. Look at that. And the moon is shining right in his bedroom. It's a forest in there. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max. And he sailed off night and day, right out of his bedroom. Just sailed away. Aren't his parents going to be surprised? Probably a little sad, too. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. Look how wild that is. Oh my gosh, how wild. But Max is brave. Look at him. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Oh, look at those claws. Till Max said, "Be still." He said, "Be still." And he tamed them with the magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all the wild things. King of all the wild things. Look at that. He's got a crown. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Oh boy, a wild rumpus. This is really fun. We should all have a wild rumpus every now and then. Look, it's a wild rumpus. They're all howling at the moon. And there's a big moon this week. Be sure to go out at night and howl at it. It's one of the biggest moons of the year, and it's going to be very pink, a pink moon. Go and howl. Look at that. Hang from trees if you can. Look at that. That's a rumpus. The wild things are all having a wild rumpus. Turn the page. Grandpa. Woo! Look at them rumpusing. Oh, they're having so much fun. Oh my gosh. He has tamed the wild things. Now stop, said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely. And he wanted to be somewhere where he was loved best of all. Then all around from way across the world, he smelled good things to eat. And he gave up being king of where all the wild things are. He was homesick and lonely and hungry, missed his mommy and daddy. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and said goodbye and waved goodbye. Bye-bye, wild things. Bye-bye, wild things. Can you all say that? Everybody say, bye-bye, wild things. Go ahead and say it. Bye-bye, wild things. Bye-bye, wild things. And he sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through the day. And into the night of his very own room where he found his supper waiting for him. Oh, look right there on the table. There's his supper. Look at his smile. And it was still hot. That's the end. I hope you all have enjoyed that. Thank you for listening. I've enjoyed very much having this little bit of time with you. I sure love you guys. Miss you.